Hello and welcome to another quick update about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is today moving sideways, recovering a little bit, but for me, what we are doing here at the moment does not look bullish. Yeah, at least not yet. This to me looks, you could call it a bear flag. Here the small one, which moves up and down, up and down, up and down. Or just a small correction in a downtrend, in a short-term downtrend. So there is definitely the risk that we drop below the 20.7k level. That is the orange line here. If we go below that orange line, then we are taking out another 1-2 setup. You could still then see it as bullish, basically as an expanded flat here. That would then be in line with the Cardano wave count, but still taking out the $20,700 level will be tricky, will be difficult, and could make me create here an expanded flat out of this. Again, still a lot of uncertainty. The good news is if we have an expanded flat, so basically the wave count would be, if we had here the 1, the 2, that from here then we had this wave 1. This was just a A, here a B, no, wrong, sorry, wrong, from here. This was the wave 1, we then came down in an A, overshooting wave B, and then down in a C. So we could still make that work. The thing is, if it really is an expanded flat, I mentioned that in the in the Cardano video, then you would normally expect a really, really strong start to the upside, like a rocket start in a wave 3, because an expanded flat is normally followed by quite a strong move to the upside. Now, we at the moment don't know if it is an expanded flat, if it is a leading diagonal that I showed you in the previous video. We can just take a look at it again. Here the Bitcoin leading expanding diagonal here, which is absolutely possible as well. That would even allow for lower retracements and still keep it bullish. We don't currently know which scenario is working out. This one here is possible, but ideally I would have liked to see here this wave 5 move to at least 26,050, because in a leading expanding diagonal, the wave 5 is normally the longest one. So where we then had here, basically here a 1, a 2, and then here the 3, here the 4, and then the 5 to the upside. Absolutely possible here in a leading expanding diagonal. The other possibility here, of course, is then that bullish main scenario that I still have on the chart here, which would, let's call it well, I couldn't uphold this exact wave count below 20.7k, and at this stage I even think we might drop below it. Then there would be an adjustment on the chart. We could still count it as a 1, then an A, B, C. As you can see, the wave principle allows us at the moment to apply various counts, and that is exactly why it is so difficult at the moment to analyze this chart as well. There are bullish options and bearish options, which is also a positive thing, because in the first time in basically 9 months, 10 months, there are bullish options. When we were here, there were no bullish options. Here's when there was nothing. It was extremely difficult to construct any kind of bullish scenario into this. And bear in mind, here, that was, I think, when was that? In the beginning of the year? February, March. Everybody became bullish here. It is so weird. I can tell you that. It is so weird. I always, it's nearly unbelievable. Here everybody was bullish. I was bearish here. Even when we moved up here, I told you it is gonna come down here. We're gonna come below 28.6k. There was no way around it. There was the possibility here to go up a little bit more before coming down, but overall the view was bearish. Everybody here was bullish. Everybody. If you look at the comments from the videos back then, everybody was bullish. Here, a lot of people are bearish. It is so weird. Even though the risk to buy in here was much higher than the risk to buy in here in this long-term accumulation area, it's just the craziness of financial markets. It really is. People like to buy something which is more expensive. They don't like to invest when it's cheap, for whatever reason. Human psychology. So there are different possibilities, and again, I want to communicate here, there are bullish options, and I'm still leaning towards them because there are quite a few actually available, and there are also bearish options. Yeah, of course, they're not ideal, they work, but they're not ideal, and unfortunately that strong sell-off here to the downside is challenging the bullish scenario, even though we are still quite far away from the 17.6k level. Yeah, so there's still quite a bit of a distance to overcome here. So a move below 20.7k, we have to deal with an expanded flat or the leading expanding diagonal. A move below 18.9k, yeah, it will already make it very unlikely that this still is a bullish wave count. Yeah, it is just what it is. Lower prices would though be amazing for anybody who's accumulating this stuff long term, including myself. Looking at the lower wave count here, we talked about this being a wave A down, a wave B up. Yeah, this was the last target range that we reached. Anybody who shorted here in this range, congratulations. It did in the end come down lower than I expected, but we never triggered a bullish confirmation. So, if you're watching the chart and you are starting a downtrend like this, unless you see a bullish confirmation, you have to assume there's continuous downside pressure. How long that then how long that is playing out, nobody knows really. You have to watch every support level, but we talked up here about an upcoming retracement. Yeah, we captured the wave B and we came down as expected. Yes, it was lower than expected, but I always tell you that to get an understanding that the low is in, we need to wait for confirmation. Bitcoin never gave us that confirmation, yeah, very clearly as well. So where are we here now? I think we have to adjust this a little bit based on the subwaves and based on the situation that we don't really see a really bullish reaction here. And I'm going to show you the subwaves as well. We may have to adjust this, so we can still expect one more lower low. We can make that work with the current wave count. It actually works out better. So there's a real risk that we drop below that 20.7k level. As I said before, a good indication that the low is already in here would be a move above 20,080 here, or actually 22,150 here, this swing high. Yeah, very important to get above that level. Until then, we have to expect that we're only in a wave 4 retracement. Would align it very well also with the with the Cardano wave count. And just to show you here how the subwaves can be counted, from that wave 2 up here, we can say, all right, this was a wave 1, a 2, we had a 3, a 4, and all of this here was an extended wave 5 with another 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so we had a 5-wave move in here in the 5th wave. Very important. So due to these subwaves and how they are playing out, I can make that a different color. It is quite likely that we still are, and also the wave behavior, we are still here in a wave 4 correction, so there could be one more move down, unless we really get above that 22,150 level. Yeah, it's not really here any bullish confirmation. Yeah, that's what I just said. Unless you have bullish confirmation, be on the lookout for lower prices. And what could we expect now in this retracement of the wave 4? Let's try that. And here, the 23.6% FIB level is the minimum it would need to do, 21,450. So yeah, I have no problem with it reaching that and then selling off, or even the 38.2% FIB level that is at 21,860. That would actually be the ideal retracement for a wave 4. Yeah, so again, we can put here a range onto the chart where we could expect it to get into before it comes down further. Yeah, and if we go above this level, we could still come all the way up to 22,200 here, the 50% FIB level, just briefly touching it maybe. Bear in mind, there's also this resistance level that I just gave you here, 22,150. So this is a cluster of resistance. that's the 50% fib level. Yeah, only if we get substantially above that level, we could really call the bottom in, or at least give it a strong likelihood. Yeah, and that's currently my update about Bitcoin. So interesting times at the moment here. Everybody who waited for lower prices, here they are, and across crypto really. So it's a good entry opportunity for anybody who wants to. Yeah, I guess though we go still lower, so anybody who buys now needs to understand that I still expect lower prices for now. But long term, I see this as an amazing opportunity. I already saw this year as long term great prices. So, you know, anything below 30K really is, in my opinion, especially long term, a fantastic price. And several indicators allow or show buy a long-term accumulation phase all the way up to 40,000. For example, the Bitcoin rainbow chart that you can find on lookintobitcoin.com. Yeah, and that's my update about Bitcoin. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.